Quiet people are often underestimated, not loudly dismissed, not openly insulted, just quietly overlooked. People assume that if you don't speak much, you don't have much to say. If you don't assert yourself, you don't have much presence. But social psychology shows something very different. In many environments, being underestimated is not a weakness. It is a hidden position of advantage. 1. People equate loudness with competence. One of the most common cognitive biases in social psychology is this. People confuse visibility with ability. Those who speak first, speak loudest, or dominate conversations are often assumed to be more confident, more capable, more intelligent. Quiet people don't trigger this bias. You don't perform competence, you don't advertise intelligence, you don't push yourself into attention, so people assume there is less there, not because it's true, but because their brain uses shortcuts. 2. Underestimation lowers social threat. Here's the advantage most people miss. When you're underestimated, people don't guard themselves around you. They speak more freely, reveal more drop. Their filters show their real intentions. Social psychology calls this threat reduction. Because you're not seen as competition, people stop performing. And when performance drops, truth rises. 3. Quiet people gather information while others perform. While others are busy, impressing talking. Positioning, managing perception. You are observing. You notice contradictions, power dynamics, emotional shifts, who talks versus who decides. This creates informational asymmetry. You know more about others than they know about you. And asymmetry is power. 4. People reveal their real behavior around you. When people believe you're harmless, they stop being careful. They show how they treat those below them, how they speak when they think it doesn't matter what they do when no validation is needed. Quiet people often see the uncensored version of others, not because they ask for it, but because they don't trigger defenses. 5. Underestimation protects your boundaries. When people expect little from you, they also demand less. They don't pressure you as much, compete with you directly, challenge you constantly. This gives you space to think, plan, decide, move intentionally. Social psychology shows that low expectation environments reduce cognitive stress. You operate with clarity while others operate reactively. 6. Your actions carry more weight. When you finally speak, here's a subtle effect. When someone talks constantly, their words blend into noise. When you speak rarely, people listen. Because silence builds anticipation. Social psychology refers to this as signal amplification. Your words feel deliberate, important, considered. Not because you try, but because contrast does the work for you. 7. People misjudge you until it's too late. Many quiet people hear this sentence later in life. I didn't realize you were like this. That moment comes after. You make a decisive move, you set a firm boundary, you outperform expectations, you walk away without explanation. Social psychology calls this retrospective reevaluation. People update their perception only after evidence appears. But by then, you're already ahead. 8. Being underestimated gives you strategic freedom. When no one is watching closely, you're not boxed into roles. You're not constantly evaluated. You're not pressured to perform. This gives you flexibility. You can change direction, improve quietly, prepare without interruption. Many powerful people intentionally reduce visibility for this reason. Quiet people do it naturally. 9. Why trying to seem more confident often backfires. Some quiet people try to fix underestimation by becoming louder, but this often feels unnatural, drains energy, creates inauthentic behavior. Social psychology shows that forced visibility increases internal conflict. your strength is not in volume, it's in timing. The reframe you need. If people underestimate you, it doesn't mean you lack value. It means you're not playing the performance game, you're not advertising yourself, you're operating below the noise. Underestimation gives you access without pressure, information without resistance space, without conflict. That's not weakness, that's leverage. Final thought. The loud are noticed quickly, the quiet are understood late, and by the time people realize what you're capable of, you've already moved. If this video helped you understand why being underestimated isn't a flaw, subscribe and stay with the channel. The next video will explore why people project their insecurities onto quiet minds.